Yo, there's no shot that he actually thinks that this is like top 3 comic book movies of all time, right? There's no shot he actually thinks that.
Oh,
He's trolling.
He really does.
That dude is insane.
Mark,
He really does.
I believe that 100% that he does believe that.
He's insane. He's insane.
I 100% believe that.
Better than Zack Snyder's Justice League. That's what he's saying. Like, that's insane.
He disrespected Zack's name.
Disrespect. BVS. No shot. Well, he never had BVS that high, but still crazy.
Yeah, his top 3 were The Dark Knight, Spider-Man 2, and The Suicide Squad.
That's a garbage top 3, you're not gonna lie.
Oh my god, that's really a bad top 3. One of those should be there. One of those should be there, not the other 2.
Damn, y'all hating, man.
Spider-Man 2 is not top 3 comic movies of all time. It's just not. It's just not.
You're right. It's top 1.
Come on, bro. The Batman's number 2. And then you got
the Batman. I already said it. The Batman is already my favorite
of all time.
comic book movie of all time.
It's already the best DC movie.
Yo, you know what's funny about that?
Yo, Junior was like twisted during Vic's birthday, and he was talking about that.
Dude, no, we were in Eric's house, and we were like just totally talking about like, yo, this thing really about to be the best thing of all time.
That's how you know Junior's a fucking fan.
Dude, it's true though.
I cannot fucking wait for that movie. Like, I'm so excited. Like, I put that caption right in one of our Instagram posts, and some dude was like, "This is what's wrong with Batman fans. The movie hasn't even come out yet." I'm like, I'm semi joking. I'm
fully about to be. Oh my god, that thing looks like a fucking.
Yo, Kayla, I forgot why we were talking about it, but she was like, "Yo, what if that shit like turns out to be?" I was like, "It's not. It's just not."
Yeah, don't even.
Like,
don't even bother with the energy.
I didn't even let her finish that statement. I was like, "Nah, don't even say what you're about to say because it's just not true. Like, it's just not about to be ass." Like, I have zero doubt in my mind that shit's gonna be fucking heat. But other than that, welcome back. Episode 129. We are here to review The Suicide Squad, written and
top
directed
3 DC movies of all time.
No, top 3 Gunn. CBM.
Guys.
Oh yeah.
What? Let me ask y'all this. This is the first thing I want to ask y'all. Yeah. What do y'all think Ariel thought of the film?
I don't think he watched it yet.
Bro, what do you think he will?
I think he watched it.
I think he's not gonna.
Okay, but like, what would you think after he watches it? What do you guys think his reaction would be? That was cool.
Okay.
Yeah. It was cool. It was good.
I'm not attached to anything. It was cool. Like,
I'm not married to anything. I don't
exactly.
put a ring on things.
No, but like, honestly, here's my thing about Ariel, right? I want to say what I think he'll. But
genuinely, his input.
but if he listens to this, I don't want it to skew or affect what he says on the podcast, because I feel like
I agree.
I'm gonna say it anyway, just because fuck it.
Right, say it.
But I think he is like not gonna like it for like a reason. It's like it was like Guardians 1. You know, like it was kind of like, but just bloodier and whatever.
Like, James Gunn just did a rated R.
Yeah, Guardians. Exactly. Yeah, I feel like that's exactly what that's what he might come back with or something.
Is
or
a bad thing?
I don't think so, though. I don't think so. Because to me, it felt like nothing like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Nothing.
Not really. It felt more like a Doom Patrol than anything else, and that's why.
Oh yeah, you're right. They didn't do a dance battle at the end.
Damn.
Yo, no, because like I'm not gonna. I don't know. I just don't think I don't know. I don't think he'll like it, but that's because I think he's a hater. So who knows?
But he's a pretty big James Gunn fan.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is. He might like it. You know, it's just to prove me wrong.
Damn, so the crazy thing is y'all really didn't answer my question. It's like he'll like it. No, he won't like it. No, he'll like it.
I did answer your question, but
no, you answered it.
Was changed.
Right. But that's the thing about him, right? That's
if it was like 60-40, I say 60 he doesn't like it. 40
I don't want to answer your question, and for one reason only.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if I'm wrong, it's just gonna get me tight. Because it's just Ariel's like, it's like what Mark said. It's just
his opinions, Joe. It's just like they're
sometimes they just don't make sense to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if I expect him to like something and he doesn't, that shit just irks me. It's like
right, exactly.
I don't understand you.
Yeah.
Yo, Brian, let me ask you something. Season 1 of Daredevil or season 1 of WandaVision?
Daredevil.
Is it close? Is it close for you or?
No, it's not even close.
Okay. Yeah.
WandaVision was not that good, bro. Everyone needs to chill out.
Wow, hot take, but also
I agree.
The fucking recency of it.
Ariel liked WandaVision better than season 1 of Daredevil.
Ariel's an idiot.
Like what? Season 1 of Daredevil, bro.
Season 2 of Daredevil?
Any season of Daredevil.
Any season of Daredevil. Yeah,
Oh
any season of
God.
Daredevil is better than one of it.
Especially, what's your favorite season of Daredevil? Mine is 2.
3.
3.
Wow.
3 is actually kind of my favorite.
Wait. No,
Guys,
2. 2's the one with the Punisher.
Right.
Yeah, 2's the one with Punisher. That was great.
Oh my God, it was so good.
Punisher, Elektra.
There were like different phases in the season. There was like a Punisher phase, and then there was the Elektra phase, and
the hand.
The hand. Yeah.
Oh,
I like the last one because, bro, just like the Kingpin stuff, like towards the end, bro. Oh,
yeah, when he was like,
"Eat you," woo, dude, goosebumps, bro, every time. It's so good.
This is a Daredevil review now.
Get my mother. Oh,
wow, man brought back Man of Steel, but
I always think about that though.
Yo,
no.
let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this. Did this film exceed your expectations of what you had going into it? Because it definitely did for me.
Man of Steel definitely exceeded my. No, I'm just kidding. No, it definitely did. We've been saying it before. Like Suicide Squad, like it was just like going into it. I was just like not excited. I wasn't. I texted Junior. I was like, "Do I play Batman Arkham Knight or do I watch this movie?" I was like, I don't have any excitement to watch this.
Plays Arkham Knight.
Oh, always, bro. And so I was like, fine. So I went and I watched it, and I was pleasantly surprised. It was way better than I was thinking it was gonna be.
For me, I would have been surprised if I didn't see how much everyone was hyping it, because I was genuinely not expecting much from this movie, and if I went in like that, I would have been like, "Wow."
I was still skeptical,
good, but like everyone was like,
"Yeah,
oh my God, it's so good, it's so good, it's so good." You see shit all over like Instagram for it, and then I'm like, "All right, apparently it's really good." And then I watched it with that expectation, and I mean, it was good. So
I mean, for me, like even the first 5 minutes, I could already tell what people meant by what they were saying, because to me, it is definitely one of the most stylistic comic book movies made. Like that shit had a lot of style. That shit had a lot of just like elements to it. Like, right. The colors and the way he did the title cards, it was very creative. It felt like you were reading like a comic book. So I can appreciate that. And like that, and it's just like Warner Brothers, this is what you get when you just let your directors do what they do best, which is just fucking direct with creative freedom. Like,
and not every movie has to be like this too.
Exactly.
That's the thing. It's like, just if you have a unique feel to every one of your movies, or like every one of your like, you know what I'm talking about, like movie series or trilogies or whatever it's going to be, that's good. You don't have to have the same thing against every single one.
You should know what you're going to get when you're going into a Zack Snyder film. Right. And that's what we got with the Snyder Cut, right? And again, it felt like a comic book page because of just the way he did it as well. And then the same thing with Gunn, completely different style than what Zack did, but it absolutely still felt like a comic book page come to life. It was just like, wow, like look at this shit. Look at all this color, all this dialogue, all this nonsense that's going on this page right now. Like that's what it felt like. It was, I expected it to be fun. I didn't expect to have as much fun as I did with the characters, like especially the scene where they're at the bar and they're just having a good time.
Oh my God, that was fantastic.
And I'm just like dope. I feel like
when Polka Dot Man was dancing, I was like,
yo,
I did not expect to like that guy, bro.
He was honestly like top 2.
Like who's your second one? Ratcatcher?
No. Well, in terms of like likability or what? Like,
like overall, just like the characters you fucked with the most, like in this movie.
I fucked with. Obviously, I fucked with what's his fucking name?
Bloodsport.
Yeah, Bloodsport.
Yeah, Idris Elba killed it.
Idris Elba killed it.
That
I did not
scene
expect
with his
him.
daughter.
Oh, great.
Oh, yo,
That was great.
good acting.
Great way to like really kind of start it off. I think too. It was like that, and I liked that. I liked Peacemaker. I can't believe I'm saying it, but John Cena actually fucking killed it.
Let's go, my boy.
I can't believe I'm saying that, but he actually did really well.
You were doubting that?
I'm not a huge fan of. I've never been a fan of wrestling, and I've seen him act before, and I was like, you know, this was, I think, his best role that I've seen him in. I've seen him in what was the other movie? Train. He was in Trainwreck, I think, for like a little bit, and I other than that, I don't remember seeing much of him in the acting.
You should watch. I think
I'm definitely not watching the Fast and Furious movies where he, where now he's like his brother or something. Even though I don't know,
that's family, bro. That's family.
I was just like, oh, I'm done.
There's
Idris Elba was in the Fast Saga too. Not, I guess,
Hobbs and Shaw.
Hobbs and Shaw. My top two characters are Bloodsport and Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Oh wait, but King Shark though.
King Shark was great. He was just like a funny. But he felt to me kind of like a
Groot?
like a better version of Groot to me. Just because I say better only.
Version?
I say better because I think he like offers a little bit more to the story. Like I think more than Groot does. I mean, obviously not to his fault, Groot's fault, because all he can say is, "I'm Groot."
I don't know about that, because well, I can see where you're coming from, because like that scene where he fell out of the building and then they were shooting at him, I was like, damn, like this dude's getting clapped, and then he just got up like it was nothing.
He's a tank. I was like, oh my god,
bro, that's the perfect like blue ball moment for me. Because when he got up, I was like, yeah, he's about to fuck up, right? Perfect opportunity to really just take advantage of the rated R. And all they showed was him running up to one guy and biting his head off, which was sick. But then that's it. It's like, dude, show him just like devouring this group and how like strong he is. It's like they didn't show that. And to me, like that's like a little nitpick of mine. I thought that they could have taken advantage of that moment and really just like let him shine a little more, because I think he deserved it.
One thing I will say about Gunn and the way he directs, the action scenes, as creative as they are, they do lack for me a little bit too. Like I mean that's my only real gripe with this film.
What about real quick? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Harley Quinn when she was fighting all those guys in the
best action part.
That action was actually fucking dope.
That was heat.
I was
like
wow.
The soundtrack was great. Like the soundtrack, all the songs were placed perfectly where they were needed. Like especially in that scene, that Harley scene. And I think Harley's little side thing, especially in the beginning of the film, was incredible. Like I think this was Margot
you actually
Robbie's,
see her growth, like a little bit, like in her own way.
And not even that, like I just felt like it was like really like hard. Like when she shot the guy, like that's something Harley would just do. She'd be like, oh, you know what? Like I don't really feel like going through this bullshit again. Like
that's what I'm saying though, because like if it was before Joker, she probably would just be like, fuck it, like whatever. But like now that she went through that whole thing with Birds of Prey and everything else, she's kind of realizing, like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be with the scum of the earth,
right?
You know what I mean?
I see where this is going.
The red flags and shit. So like,
and something I was gonna say was, and I won't fault Gunn entirely for this, right? It's because they're fighting a villain like Starro, and I know it's tough to really get a great fight scene with a villain like that because it's just so massive. Exactly. So that's why I'm not going to be like too critical on that last fight scene. But I always do like to see like at least two beings or like two teams that are sort of matched up well and go like kind of like at it rather than like what they did with Starro. But I knew because of the situation, the way Starro is, it's just like it's impossible for him
Yeah, I
to
think-
do
Yeah.
anything
I
else.
agree.
Really,
Yeah, like the way they beat Starro, like that was cool and kind of satisfying. 'cause
Yeah.
he was-
yeah, it was pretty
'Cause-
dope. Like the visuals were incredible.
Yeah.
And the plan that they had as well to just defeat
And it
him
makes
was just
sense.
like, okay,
And you
cool.
saw
Yeah.
how Bloodsport was just like combining his guns.
Oh, that was
I
so
was
cool.
heat.
I feel like
that was heat.
they could have used that against like John Cena against the Peacemaker. Like, but all that fight scene was
But he wasn't fighting.
again
him.
another moment that they could have taken advantage of was show Bloodsport versus Peacemaker more instead of just like one shot. His bullet went through his bullet. It could have just been like, how about you let them fight a little more, and then it leads up to that moment. It
Yeah,
could have
but-
just been
but-
a quick like him combining weapons and then he just takes advantage of one last
Yeah.
pull out and shoots through the bullet. You know, like
That would have been a little tough. That would have been a
Because
little
Peacemaker
tough.
he was not in good shape at that point because Rick Flag was
yeah.
working him kind of.
He was
R.I.P.
chilling,
bro. R.I.P.
oh, I
Chilling.
can't believe they
Yo,
killed him.
that was the biggest shock of the movie
Yeah.
because you guys know how I hate predictability. I
This movie was
literally was
definitely not predictable.
not predictable at
No.
all. Not at all. I was like, I knew obviously we all knew Starro was going to get loose and all that stuff, but I figured maybe America had something to do with that because once I saw the video of it's Americans with Starro, but Starro's now in here. How did that happen? You know what I mean? So I was like, I was wondering. I was like, okay, maybe the U.S. can kind of be involved. But once I saw that John Cena comes down, I was like, okay, all right. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see Peacemaker like kind of being the double agent.
Right.
But then I was like, once that happened, I was like, oh, they're just gonna talk it out. Like, oh, it's kids. There's kids on here, and he's just like, oh, fuck it, like and like he decides to help them, whatever. But the fact that they actually fucking fought, and then he killed Rick, I was like,
yeah.
wow.
Because he was gonna get his own show, and I just didn't expect him to do something like that.
Yeah,
He's gonna get his own show, and then for him to die, because technically he died, and I almost feel like they filmed that scene at the end after they were like, you know what, we should make a show, and then they just brought him back to life.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly,
Because
that's
I
what
think
I
got
was
shot
thinking.
through the
The
throat.
net. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
this
like,
dude-
how is he alive? I was like, what?
Which is okay, like it's a comic book.
Yeah, he's like holding
People-
his
Right,
breath.
right,
People survive all the time, you know what I mean?
right.
What?
Yeah, like Black Manta when he fell off the fucking cliff.
No,
and shit. He's
I'll
fell.
talk about that movie.
yeah, but no, I absolutely, and I was like, but you guys got to remember, you know what I forget is because, and this is why I think Gunn did such a good job is because you feel for these characters and you want to love these characters, but you got to remember, like these are villains, like these are all like villains, or at
These
least like
motherfuckers are fucked
or
up.
at least antagonists for the most part. And so that's why that whole Peacemaker thing is just like, and in a sense, like I see where he's coming from, right? Like he's just that very, like, hey, like I'm in America, I'm a patriot, like I'm doing what's right for the country. He's like, I don't want to do this, but I have
I'm gonna
to
do it.
But
yeah,
right,
but I'm gonna do it.
and then that's even that scene with Ratcatcher where he almost killed her, and he was like, you know what, like you're a loose end. He's like, I don't know if this is gonna come back to haunt me or not, so I'm just gonna get the job done. Like fuck it. So it's just like you could tell he's very, about his business. Like he's about like preserving the peace, quote unquote peace, for the quote unquote again greater good.
Yeah.
And Rick's line at the end, right when he died,
what a
like,
joke!
What
Peacemaker,
a joke!
What a joke!
I was like, I was like,
but there's a lot of depth to that. It's just like
100%. Because like, I mean, if you look at it from like, if you take even from a broader sense, right? Like, let's take it into what he was doing it for, like Peacemaker, and it like, oh, I'm patriot. I'm trying to protect America, But then it's like you kind of take a step back and you're like looking at everything and you're like, maybe that's kind of like a broader message to this nation that like maybe we're not the police of the entire fucking globe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
like
that's what it did a good job as well. It had that political aspect to it, where the Thinker, and this is another one of my gripes. Actually, I think they could have used the Thinker a bit more. I like the actor.
Bro, they don't even fucking show him doing any of his powers, or like how are people? I watched it, like I was like, I only know who he is because I just know who he is, and I only know that like it's like I don't know. They just didn't do a good job with him. Like it wasn't he controlling Starro?
No, not controlling. He was just communicating, and he was like talking to it. Obviously, you can tell at the end that Starro was just like, "I just want to get the fuck out of here and kill you and kill everybody."
Yeah.
He's not trying to be like subservient to anybody. You know, he's
And
literally
isn't he a little
Starro the
more
Conqueror.
powerful than like what he came out to be in the movie? Like they just like kidnapped him and he.
I
I thought
mean,
he was stronger than that. I
Right.
feel like
He was just it felt like he was just a bit of a decoy, right? Like he was more just like the main villain is the US government, like using the Thinker who was using Starro. So it was like that kind of like chain. I'm sorry, Mark, go ahead.
I never really cared about the Thinker. I mean, he's cool and all, but I mean, like for me, I never really cared about him. I was like, whatever. Like it's like I know he's basically just fucking wicked smart, you know, like and like
okay,
so like
I see you Boston accent over here.
wicked schmack. But like
I thought he controls minds or some shit.
Yeah, he can,
yeah, but it's like but like some of that it's like
there's only so much they could have put into one
film. Yeah, like if it was just a TV show, okay, I can see your point, but
use
like
another
like
character, why waste him?
Well, no, it made sense, I think, in the context of
because
of
he's
him
the
being able to
person,
communicate.
and he's talking to the alien that is like literally like he is the only one that they probably did try to send other smarter people,
Right.
but Starro is he's not dumb.
Yeah, he
you know?
and he
like,
literally said, the Thinker literally said, he's like, I'm the only one that can communicate to him. So it's just like either I'm on board or y'all are asked out. It's just that simple. And another thing too with Starro at the end, remember where he was like, I was just in space chilling, like y'all came and fucked my shit up. Like I didn't want any of this to happen. Like he said that, like, and again, I didn't really care for Starro, right? Because it just feels like, again, it just felt more like there wasn't an antagonist, so to speak, besides Waller and the American government themselves.
They were fixing a problem.
God, I wanted to punch Waller in the face.
Yo,
that shawty,
one more. That was the other one. The other surprise that I was like, because you never see anybody really step to Waller like that. Like,
and that point of the movie, because of everything that had happened already, I was like, yo, she is about to blow up Bloodsport's head. Like this might actually happen. Like because they don't
because they killed Rick. They killed Rick. I was like,
Captain Boomerang.
They killed Captain Boomerang. That was when I knew I was like, okay, this shit might be different because I thought Captain Boomerang.
He had me on the edge of my seat. Like I was like, oh no, she's about to press it, and then she got clocked, and I was like,
dude, bro,
yes.
that first team was done Zito, bro.
I'm surprised Captain Boomerang died though. Like
I was surprised too.
I know. I want to ask Eunice what he thinks about Captain Boomerang and the Thinker both dying in the same film, because he probably would have wanted them as Flash villains for the films, but that is not happening.
No, I mean Captain Boomerang, like to be a villain, like not a main villain. Definitely not.
I just think he's a better Suicide Squad character than a Flash villain, in my opinion.
I agree too.
Like they could have done a lot with
him.
Him. They could have done a lot with him. He could have looked really cool like in the movie, but he's dead now. Like this dude got splintered up.
Hey.
Yo, they got
and then he got then he got this whole body just got roasted from the helicopter coming in.
Yeah,
just
it was bad. It was
Pete
bad.
Davidson got fucking.
He got fucked.
Yo, people on Twitter were like, he's Pete Davidson's not promoting the film. You know he's gonna get clapped in the beginning. And I mean, I figured too. I was like, yo, majority of these dudes, Javelin, like all these people, like I was like, yeah, they're probably gonna get clapped. Like
at least Javelin served the purpose. He gave Harley Quinn the Javelin.
Yeah. And
fucking what was the other guy's name?
Which one? Michael Rooker's character.
One. Yeah.
What was his name?
Oh my god, I can't remember.
It's actually a pretty cool name.
It was Savant, right?
Yeah, Savant.
Yeah, they made it seem like he was gonna like
be so good.
Amateurs.
Yeah.
Like he was gonna step up and just kill everyone, and he just started screaming. I was like, wow.
The detachable kid.
Oh my god, bro!
So yo,
You just
Harley,
started smacking them.
Yeah.
like, yo,
Yeah,
Harley summed it up
right when
perfect.
I
was like,
when I
what the fuck?
right when I first saw it, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" I was like, "Why did they? Why did she assemble this team?" And then you see the second team, and I was like, "Oh my god, she used them as a
Yeah.
fucking distraction."
And
Holy fuck.
Gunn directed that perfectly. Like I love that
Absolutely.
the way he did that in terms of showing us what's going on here. And he's like, oh, 3 days earlier, and then he brings us back to the beach to like catch us up to see what's going on. And just the way he would put like again like the title cards, like
Yep.
mission, find Harley, like things like that.
yeah,
And then
like
he
it
did one
changed. It was like
Yeah.
Operation Harley.
It was like it felt like chapters or like almost like episode cards.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like,
Which is
okay,
crazy.
we're moving on to the next act. Like this is what this is going to be about.
And I love that Harley broke out herself. That was so great. That was dope.
Amazing.
I was like,
Amazing.
and she murdered hella people. She was
Yo,
killing everyone.
the first guy, she said,
Oh my god. See,
and Margot's been doing her own stunts for
she killed
Harley.
that shit.
So
She
she did
killed that
all
shit.
of those. She did all of those. She did kill it.
Absolutely killed
Absolutely. And
Good for
I
her.
love how Gunn sort of took a little bit of what Birds of Prey did, and whenever we have a Harley scene, it sort of just makes it more exaggerative than it should be, because that's how her mind works. Her
With
mind
the
is very
flowers and everything?
yeah, like I was like, okay, that's awesome. Like Gunn is
Did that
using
have to
some
do with
elements.
it felt like that had to do with the spear or something. Like it was connected to the spear, like because like when she looked at the spear, it was like glowing and like
Nah,
had
that's
the
just
stuff, but
Harley.
I know,
that's
I know,
how
but
she observed.
I know it's just her
spear.
mind, yeah, because she's insane.
She was
But like, yeah, but it's just like I feel like that's just maybe what happens when her adrenaline gets pumping like that, when she's just fucking running through all these fucking people, and she had the two guns, like just going absolutely
just-
crazy.
So
Yeah,
she
just
dodged
guns
every
blazing.
bullet on the beach, by the way. That was
Oh
wild.
yeah, that was insane. Plot armor.
Of course.
Of course,
Harley
you
runs away.
can't kill Harley. That was the one person I knew was gonna live throughout this entire
Bro,
thing. Everybody else, I was like, I have no clue.
Amanda Waller is disrespectful as fuck to include Rick Flag and Harley Quinn in the distraction team.
I know. That's what I was like, damn. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's when you know she don't give a
that's
fuck.
That's why I was like, okay, maybe these people are better than what they look like, because there's no way she would send those two
They're with the A
them.
team. They're with the
But
A team.
yeah, that's what I thought. Like they are the A team, like Rick Flag and Harley Quinn and Captain Boomerang.
They were
on the A
distraction team,
and
bro.
they were, and she used them as a fucking distraction. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Like it's good because it's like it makes it believable, like
Yeah.
why would they send, like, if I saw Harley Quinn and if I didn't see Harley Quinn, Captain Boomerang, and Rick Flag, I'd be like, these
This
guys are all
team is
gonna die.
ass. Yeah.
Yeah,
This
they're
team is
all gonna
ass.
die, whatever. But then you
Right.
see them and you're like, okay, maybe they can do something, and they all get fucking destroyed. I was like, wow,
Yeah. I mean, but that just goes to Waller's
brilliant,
non-character
Cold-hearted.
development, I guess.
cold-heartedness. She's just a bitch, bro. Like
She is.
she is literally like a bitch. That is what her character is and always will be.
But
She
she's exactly like how Peacemaker is, right? She's like, yo, whatever they tell me to do is what I'm gonna do. I don't care how I get there. And that's all. And she'll kill whoever she needs to. Because when her entourage, right, her employees kept asking, she's like, you wouldn't have killed Bloodsport's daughter. She was like, dude, you don't know half the shit that I would do.
Exactly.
You don't know half.
I'm
Or half the
surprised she
shit I've
didn't
done.
kill. I'm surprised she didn't kill them.
I know.
She
That's
got
the other
clocked
thing.
in
I
the
was
head.
like, yeah, she got clocked in the head. I was like, damn, she's not gonna nothing. I mean, technically, we didn't see her again. Actually,
Now we
Yeah,
did.
but-
We saw her in the office. It showed her in her office, like with like she was icing her thing, and like she just looked at them, and all the employees were just like, oh shit.
no, yeah, but you didn't see the girl who knocked her out.
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
but
saying.
they
You saw those employees, but like not her, not that one.
I feel like they would have hinted that like they had her axed or some shit.
Yeah.
So I just found it weird that they didn't show her. I was looking for her. I was like, she knocked her ass out. There's no shots. She's still there. Like,
yeah.
And she wasn't there, so I just assumed they fired her or something like that.
But I feel like since these are like actual employees of the government, like she can't really like just clap them like that. Like she could
not clap, but like just
in the first movie that she did, they were
What
actual
happened?
employees.
oh yeah, true, yeah, she clapped
did
them all.
Oh, but she did that herself. She did that herself.
I guess
shot
like
them,
no
yeah,
one
in the
was
first
around.
movie, yeah.
It was like a.
I don't know. Yeah,
It was like a seat. Like
It was
no
an
one would have been able
evacuation.
to find
Right.
out.
Oh, there's no witnesses.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
He was probably
Sure,
at
sure.
like a home base.
Yeah, over here, like all the
Okay.
employees were there.
Okay, so
all the
yes.
employees were there. Like,
so that's true, actually. Yeah, like who the fuck is she gonna go to? Like, oh yeah, I was, you know, you can't go to the cops and file her as, you know, assault charges or something, wrongful termination. So I guess she's actually kind of locked in. She can't fire her. Well, actually, no, she can kind of because it's assault, but you can't go to the cops.
I mean, dude,
okay,
you're
HR. Okay, HR.
There's a lot of loopholes here. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a pass because I don't know all the.
Wow, James Gunn, you don't know about HR shit? Come on, bro.
I'm gonna give it a pass because no, like it actually may kind of be. I don't know. I'm at this point it's probably a nitpick, but whatever. If I'm considering HR laws, I'm probably nitpicking.
OG, like James Gunn's like, dude,
you know
seriously?
who would have been great?
Who?
Katana. I kind of miss Katana. I feel like from the first one, I feel like she would have been a cool like a vet to have, you know, like someone who's just kind of been there. She's just fucking clocking shit.
Yeah,
but I mean, I loved all the characters that were already in it, so it's cool. But I was just watching it, like, oh man, it would be cool to see her. But like,
you know what I really like?
It didn't take away from it, obviously.
I like that about it too. How it's like, it really did feel like a sequel because it was just like, all right, we're on to the next mission. Got to knock off a couple more years, or like, yeah, I'm back in jail again because of what I did. Whatever.
Yep.
100%. I think Gunn did a great job of incorporating both the first Suicide Squad movie, #released the aircut, and Birds of Prey.
Fuck anymore.
Wow, that's crazy, bro. I'm letting David know you said that. But he did a good job of like, it's sort of just like, it's not a direct sequel where it just, you know, continues that story, but it's a Suicide Squad. Like it's Task Force X. It's whoever, you know,
it's random missions.
Next.
It can literally be
really shows how the government
movies with no connection.
Also, progressed in the Task Force X like system. It was more like there's a group that manages them, and they're supposed to look up their tactics and their fears and shit. Like, oh, when they didn't know that Bloodsport had a fear of rats. Yeah. Like, how the fuck did you not know that? Or how did you not know that Weasel can't swim?
That shit
and also
ugly.
They were taking bets on who's gonna die. Like,
that shit was funny.
Money this person's eating.
That shit was funny. Like the humor was there. Absolutely, James Gunn does that so well, and I think he had it in the right moments. He didn't have it in moments.
That's what I was scared about. I thought it was going to be in the wrong moments, and sometimes I'd be like, ugh. Yeah. But it was actually very well placed. And
maybe the polka dot man a little bit, just because I did, but his was humorous from the beginning though. It's just like, it's polka dot man.
But what moments would you say? Maybe?
Well, because he had that moment where we saw that obviously you could tell that this kid or this guy has, you know, been bullied. You see it back when they're in Argus, he's getting bullied by the other inmates because, you know, he shoots out polka dots.
Yeah.
Oh no, they are very lethal polka dots.
Yeah,
like,
he could actually, if he didn't give a fuck, he could murk like a lot of
everybody.
People.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then, you know, we get that explanation of what was going on in Star Labs with his mom, and she was trying to turn them into superheroes. And if he doesn't fucking throw up polka dots 2 times a day, he'll fucking explode. Right. Yeah. So, and then at the end where he actually goes, you know, I'm a superhero. Like he is. He's saving the world, and he just, you know, Starro claps him. But it didn't really take away like for me, because he was also comedic relief throughout because he would just envision his mom, and like I thought that shit was so funny. I was
was hilarious.
That's
like, hey, that's your mom.
Right.
I was like, perfect. I would have said the same shit if I was him.
Yeah, so, I mean, I get that, but I think it was also like James Gunn was like, "Yo, like these aren't heroes. Like, I don't want you to like don't
get too attached."
That's what I'm saying. Attached. Yeah, like I think that's why that's why that ended up happening, and it was also like just kind of like a reminder because like throughout the entire movie, I forgot kind of that. Damn, like these motherfuckers are villains. Like,
yeah,
I'm rooting for them. Like, oh my god, yes, like, and. Like he's like, I'm a superhero, and he's like, boom, no, you're not. Like that's not what a superhero is. Yeah, you're not. Like no,
you're here because you're
not about that. You're not about that life. Trust me.
But exactly, like you're not that guy.
You're not. I mean, that's the saying. I couldn't remember exactly the saying. You're not that guy.
But so right, like you guys are saying, it felt like Harley was only the real one that had, that sort of security.
Yeah.
And another thing too, I saw a tweet that was pretty dope. Was like, I wouldn't mind the idea of just having Harley as like the consistent factor in the rest of these Suicide Squad movies.
Yeah,
the team just always like rotates out.
That'd be cool.
I'm like, I'm all for that too.
I still can't believe they killed Rick, bro.
I need King Shark and Bloodsport all the time.
Yeah, those three. I think at least Bloodsport and Harley.
Yo, y'all are really putting some real disrespect on my girl Ratcatcher too.
Ratcatcher was great, and I liked her, but it was just like, do I want to see?
She's a very likable character, but
she is. Yeah, she was great. She did, and she performed great. But as like, do I?
Yeah,
I could see her getting swapped out. But if not, I'm cool with it either way.
I love that scene of when she was sitting on the bus explaining her life story.
Taika.
Oh, and they showed on the window, bro.
On the window, yeah, and it was Taika. Yeah, Taika was her dad, and explaining
the first time I was watching, I was like, "That's Taika," and then the next flashback you see, I'm like, "Oh my god, that's fucking Taika! What the hell? What are you doing here?"
Yeah. So yeah, a lot
Portuguese, right?
Yeah, she is Portuguese.
Yeah.
And they mentioned it in the film too, like, oh, like we grew up in the streets of Portugal. Hey, Eunice just texted speak. Wow, the second we talk about Ratcatcher, and he texts, but he says,
"Well, what is this remaining meeting time?"
Oh, we haven't upgraded our Zoom account because we're some bummies. So it's gonna end. Yeah, it says time left. Again. Yeah, exactly. We just start the meeting over. But yeah, so we'll talk for the next minute and a half until that happens. Or should I just end it now?
No, what did you gonna say?
Nah, he can't join the bum ass that he is. Oh. So all right, perfect. We'll take this opportunity. We'll take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll talk about Ratcatcher 2 a little more because I liked her and I liked the scenes that she was in. And I want to talk about the setting as well. I want to talk about Corto Maltese. I thought that was a great setting to have the film located in for like throughout.
We should just talk about the plot a little more because I was kind of confused a little bit, not gonna lie.
Oh, like okay, dope. Let's do it.
Like they kind of breezed through it and it didn't really, I don't know.
Okay, I hear you. All right. So let's go to break. All right, y'all, welcome back. Yeah, so one of the reasons I wanted to bring up Ratcatcher a little bit is because I feel like she was one of the ones that I felt really got. I mean, for the most part, all of them got some sort of character development. What happened, Brian?
Dude, is it mirror? Look, my camera's different.
It's different. It's
more zoomed in.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it might be.
It is. Yeah. Yo, I don't get this shit.
For our audio listeners, Brian is more zoomed in, apparently.
Zoomed in on Zoom.
Zoomed in on Zoom. Exactly. Yo, that's their new
zoomed in on Zoom with Zoom.
Zoomed in on Zoom with Zoom. But no, I felt like I related to her a lot because she was always tired. She was like, yo, for real.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That's what we gotta do.
That was Junior working his last job. Yo, what the fuck?
Yo, they're like, yo, wake your ass up. She's like, yo, you're bugging.
But millennials.
Oh, John Cena. I mean, Peacemaker. Same person. But no, that scene with her and King Shark, where she's like, oh, like
I'll be your friend.
Yeah, you just want a friend.
Yeah.
Like, and giving him that sort of development when he was betrayed later on by the piranhas. Right?
Oh, yeah.
He thought those were his friends.
Like dumb friends.
Yeah, and I like the different versions. Like I thought, because I really like the King Shark that's in Harley Quinn. Like I absolutely love him.
Oh my god, he's fantastic.
He's like
all the characters in that show are actually
an animated show.
Clayface is just. I'm like, wow, I need to see Clayface more now.
Yeah,
it's like, is that a shark joke? Because that's a good.
That's hilarious.
No, he is hysterical. So like, but I felt like this was still very much good King Shark content. We've got a lot of King Shark content between this
and the game,
the Flash, the game.
Yeah.
Oh, so funny thing about the game, right? So they're setting that up to be Suicide Squad versus Evil Superman. And that was one of James Gunn's first draft for his Suicide Squad movie, was the Suicide Squad versus an evil Superman.
You see Brian's head pick up?
he was like, yo, for real? Like, you're lying.
I'm trying to find the chance that they would have. Bro, they would have no fucking chance.
I mean, Bloodsport put him in the ICU.
Yeah, Bloodsport did put him in the ICU.
Fucking kryptonite bullet.
But
maybe that's why he had to do it, bro. Maybe the next one's going to be a prequel to this movie.
So he went to jail for putting a bullet through evil Superman.
Yeah,
bro?
Exactly. Yeah, that's the movie you're going to see. The next, yeah,
that's the nightmare. That's the nightmare timeline.
That's the nightmare
timeline.
It doesn't make sense. Timeline. Why would he go to jail for that?
Word, that is true.
Because he murdered people.
He murdered people in the process. It ricocheted off of Superman and like hit like an innocent kid.
And yeah,
game over.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna say kid. Damn.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yo, you're fucked up, bro. I'm out of here.
No doubt. See you later. But no, like, I mean, if Wanker Bruvs was smart enough, right? If James Gunn was like, yo, I want to continue that sort of nightmare thing that was going on, and we could do this, like, and then it even adds into when Batman was like, yo, when I was holding Harley Quinn in my arms, like, because the Suicide Squad came to help the Justice League, didn't work out because Superman clapped all of them.
That's a real Suicide Squad. Because they all gonna fucking die.
That's yo, like, but
no,
but then imagine having like the grade A, like team A of the Suicide Squad members, and they all get clapped by evil soups, and then that leads into the next Justice League film. I'm saying in a perfect timeline where Wanker Bros wasn't Wanker Bros, we could have had some dope shit like that.
I don't know if I would have wanted to see that, to be honest.
You're absolutely bugging.
I'm just saying. I feel like it would have been a little out of place to see them there instead of the Justice League. Where's the Justice League? Like Batman and everyone else.
Well,
like,
no. Like I'm saying, like they would be there.
But Batman, Cyborg, Flash, they're all alive. Mira's alive. Deathstroke's alive. I mean, that could have been your.
It could just be the government trying to do something about it instead of
the government.
Right. No,
in the nightmare scene.
Right, exactly.
Where the government?
No, this is the beginning stages of the nightmare, and then so the government tries to implement something, Task Force X, to stop it. And,
I guess.
And
but
Superman,
there's also
Superman
fucking
obliterates.
Darkseid.
Right. And Superman obliterates everything,
but
then it's just the remaining Justice League members that are left.
Oh wait, never mind. Okay, never mind. I was gonna, because I was thinking about like nice. When I was thinking about the scene in the Snyder Cut where like you see the whole, like it's like the globe, you see the globe, and then it just kind of like it just all goes to like.
Why's my shit not focusing? Oh,
anyway, so you see like the whole world, right? And then you see it like all kind of turn into like kind of like apocalypse, kind of.
Right.
That would have happened if the boxes merged, no? Like it all would have just went like done, or it was just.
Yeah, but that didn't happen.
That didn't happen because Flash didn't happen.
But that's not. I don't think that's what Zach had intended for. Like it wasn't the intention of the boxes merging because the boxes are donezo. So Flash ran back in time, saved the world. So now Darkseid was like, "Yo, we're gonna use the old ways. Like we know where it is. Like we're just gonna go and attack." So then they go and attack. It's not like they merge the boxes and the world terraforms. Like the world doesn't terraform.
Mark, you good, bro? Is you good, bro?
Like the world didn't terraform. Like Darkseid's gonna come to Earth now, and they're gonna have to fight him. And so the government can just be like, "Yo, Task Force X, like assemble all this squadron, because like these motherfuckers are coming." And then they get clapped. Lois gets clapped. You know, Superman succumbs to the anti. Well, Superman already has succumbed to the anti-life. Claps.
That's what it was. Squad. That was what they needed. The anti-life was. I'm sorry, my bad. My brain was melting.
You thinking about the other Justice League movie?
Yeah, exactly. Still stuck in my brain.
Don't know what y'all talking about.
Trauma.
Have no clue what y'all talking about.
No, but I still don't know if I would have liked to see that suit. I mean, it would have been cool, I guess. I mean, I'm sure it would have been cool to see, but just the idea, I feel like I would have wanted to see, just that group of people that we saw, like with like them fighting and shit like that.
Yeah,
afterwards.
but I'm saying I'm saying
yeah, no, in the descent of the world, that would have been. Yeah.
But I'm saying even now, that's still plausible if they would have wanted to continue that nightmare sequence, which obviously they don't.
Yeah,
but if they did, like that could have been another third and like final Suicide Squad movie that they could have done, and that would lead into Justice League, 2,
right?
Which will also
we're definitely getting more Suicide Squad movies, right?
Yeah, I mean,
the funny thing is, it's flopping financially.
And I won't really blame.
You can't blame the movie. You just have to blame the pandemic. But I mean, like,
right,
it is financially. So I am curious.
Also released on HBO Max. Like it's on HBO Max in the convenience of my home.
Yeah,
I'm watching it at my home.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that shit was free. No one had to pay for that.
And it's free. It's not that Disney Premium. It's free. So,
but I guess they base it off subs, right? So if they base it off subs, then
but maybe, I don't really think I don't really think this particular movie.
Way.
Right. Like I think if anything, that was what the Snyder Cut was for when they first announced it, because that's when it first was about to come out. So people were like, oh shit, like a 4-hour Justice League movie, like fucking dope. You know what I mean? Like, and like this obviously
Wonder Woman 84 probably got more subs.
Wonder Woman 1984 came out on Christmas Day. Like that was huge. Like this was a summer blockbuster, but I'm saying a lot of people already have HBO Max to watch it. So they were just like, bet. Like I'm just gonna watch it.
But that's Wanker Bros. They knew that they were gonna take a
if the pandemic
on all these movies.
If the pandemic wasn't a thing, how much money do you think this rakes in?
They would have done good, especially with all the good reviews. Especially with all the good reviews.
I don't think a billy.
I think like maybe
700. Aquaman hit a billy.
This shit but Aquaman's you have to remember it's rated R, and so like kids aren't going to see this. Like
they're not.
You know what I mean? Like so, it's like it's hard rated R.
And Joker was a lot better marketed by Warner Brothers, and also like it was the Joker. So like everyone went to go see that.
It was just out of curiosity, like what the fuck are they making a movie out of this for? Like,
so like, and especially the Suicide Squad, like, as much fun as it was, like, I don't think Warner Bros. Did a good job of not to hit a billy. But it sucks. It does suck that right now they're doing bad in terms of the box office numbers. And I see a lot of discourse around it on Twitter between the like hardcore Snyder fans who want to see it fail, because like they want the Snyderverse restored, but it's just like, man, we all got to think of it like this. Like this is still DC.
Wait,
it's still hell yeah, dude.
It's like a small. I think it's a
small minority. It's not like
I'm not going to say it represents the Snyder movement.
It does not at all.
But these people are basically just saying like, oh, it's not this, so it's not like Snyder's not doing it. So now we have to we can still see fucking good movies. Like I still want to see a fun movie.
And that's the thing about having a DC extended universe and a multiverse is we could still get a dark and gritty movie like the Batman. That's the next one up. It's going to be nothing like the Suicide Squad. Exactly. Nothing like it, but they both can coexist in this same shared universe. Like, why not? Like, that's what's good about it. If you have the same movies that you see over and over again, and here's the thing: even though I don't like some of the DCEU movies, like, there's something for everyone, right?
Yeah.
There's the Snyder stuff that, to me, and we could get into where we add this into our DCU ranking next. To me, like the Snyder stuff is still like my real like bread and butter of the DCU. Like that's what I love to really, stick with. But this was a fun addition. I really enjoyed this rated R wacky like set of characters with a great story. That's the thing. Like if you're doing wacky and you're doing rated R, at least give me a solid story. And that's what they did. And now, Brian, I want to turn it to you real quick, because I remember you had a couple of plot questions that you wanted to ask.
So from what I understood is the U.S. captured Starro, and And why did they take him to?
They didn't want to test that on American soil.
Yeah, they didn't want to do it on American
free.
soil.
If it got free and then it U.S. Oh man,
the backlash is all on the U.S.
Yeah, you guys are holding this huge thing. You know, it's all your fault.
But it
so
wasn't
that's
also
why you give
because
it to
of the rules. Like they could, testing it on like live people and shit.
Well,
like
they wouldn't give a shit about that. But I mean, like, because like they were testing on live people in that third world country.
Because literally, if something happens, what just happened in Corto Maltese, the U.S. will have no sort of backlash towards that. Like they would not have like they made a fake tape saying that like Starro like took the astronauts or whatever it was, because that didn't really happen. Like they took him back, like they took him back to the States. So like that tape that they stole that Rick Flag wanted to show was going to expose them,
right?
And the whole mission was to not get themselves exposed. Like that was the big thing, because they knew that the Corto Maltese, like the new guys that came in, wanted to let Starro loose on like these bigger nations, and also that the tapes were there, so that they knew if this got loose, like some way somehow this would have got back to the US, and they did not want that. Waller was like, yo, shut this down ASAP. She's like, that's why at the end she was like, I don't give a fuck if Starro kills or destroys Corto Maltese, like we got the tapes, that's all we need.
Exactly, because then we'll just send an army over there and we'll just like nuke it, or Superman will go over there and kill him. Like, it's just like,
okay.
Like,
I kind of thought that's what it was. It's just like,
yeah.
I don't know. I wanted to make sure.
That scene where Harley killed, you know what I love that they kept doing was like, oh, I am the new president of Corto Maltese, and then like they would die. I am the new president of Corto Maltese. They would die. And like, because when Harley killed that guy, I was like, holy shit! I was like, what the fuck?
I was like, yo, there's no, because I was scared at that point, because I was like, please don't let this go on too long. Like I was just hoping, like,
yeah. I didn't want it to go on for much longer.
Yeah, and it literally ended at the perfect time. It was like, okay, great. Because I was like, the only reason why I was like, come on, like, because I was like, you just got out of this whole. I thought it was like nullifying almost the whole Birds of Prey arc thing that she kind of went through with getting over the Joker and who's a toxic person, and then you see this guy who's also experimenting on children, killing children, women, children, got like innocent people. Like, and it's like, okay, like, come on, did you learn something, right? We learned this, right? Yeah. Like, and she shot him. I was like, okay, good, great.
And you know what I love about Flag too is his character development as well. We talked about Harley's, but his from the first one to this one, it's like he's seen what Waller's all about. Like he's seen what this life is all about.
Yeah.
So he's not really like, hey, I'm Mr. Good Captain America right here.
Yeah,
right? Like he's like, no, fuck this shit. Like the US government's a bunch of assholes. And the thing was like, yo, like see it for yourself. Like it's all here. Like you call me the bad guy. I'm not the bad guy. You're working for the bad guy.
Exactly. You're cleaning up the bad guy's mess. Yeah.
Exactly. So I love that Gunn was able to tell a good story, like a real good story with these characters, but showing their wacky abilities like in action,
and giving it like a depth almost.
Like that helmet scene of Flag and Peacemaker fighting, and like it was just shot
the
like
reflection
through the reflection
helmet.
of the helmet.
That was dope.
Amazing.
That was cool.
So that's what I mean. It's one of the most style, and that's why I feel like it being in Corto Maltese made it so stylistic and made it so colorful and just made the visuals just that much better for the audience. Along with everything else, the good character development from characters we either never heard of, don't care for. And then at the end of the day, you really sort of do feel for them. And especially again, like I mentioned, that scene at the bar where they're all having a good time, like even I forgot who it was either Flag or Peacemaker that was like, hey, this could be your last drink. Like just drink. Like it could be your last one, because they know that they are the Suicide Squad. They're on this mission that could lead them to die either by the hands of the enemy or by Waller herself. She could detonate them at any time. So it's like
one thing that I found absolutely hilarious that we didn't mention yet was that when they were trying to find Rick Flag and they ended up killing the entire entire
that was
battalion
so
of
funny.
rebels.
So funny. Like
Bro.
when Cena when Peacemaker walked by and just like jabbed
Yeah,
that
yeah,
guy
just-
like 50 times.
Yeah, dude. And I was like, because I was at first I was like, oh man, they're just wrecking these guys, like whatever. And then when I heard Rick laughing, I was like,
Oh no.
wait a minute. Oh my god, wait, that's like they because like when he first encountered them, Rick in that forest, I was like, they
That's
don't
how you
look
know
like
they're
enemies.
villains too,
Yeah,
bro,
like
'cause
they didn't
just
look like
didn't give a
enemies.
shit.
Yeah, exactly. They're just like, oh.
Well, yeah,
like,
they're on a
oops.
mission. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
on a
yeah.
mission.
They were just like, yeah, they were dead when we got
They were
here.
freedom
Yeah.
fighters. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, that
yeah.
shit was hysterical, and I love the
I
little.
was dying.
I
a
love
little
that,
ego challenge. Like they were like kind of like,
yeah.
and John Cena was like,
They
Yeah.
kill him. They
yo,
kill him.
when Bloodsport was actually like impressed, like he was like, and he looked away. He was
He's
like,
like, fuck, you're right.
He's
You're
right.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. He's like, it's showing off, but like it's fucking cool. So like,
it's
what
cool.
does it matter?
It's cool when you have cool shit to show off. And he's
Yeah.
like, fuck, you're right.
And at the end of the day, that whole conversation and that whole sort of measuring dicks challenge, it lived up at the end where Bloodsport used a smaller bullet, and like
and that's
he was
something
like,
that
how'd you
Peacemaker
do that?
said in the beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when they first met, he's like,
Yeah.
I use smaller bullets.
Yeah,
And so,
which was-
like-
apparently it's not even true because he doesn't.
I know, right? What the fuck?
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, I use smaller bullets. And then I love that scene too where the building is like, oh my god, hold on, because that just reminded me. So, well, I'll say this point first.
Oh, okay.
With the building collapsing, I was just like, oh my god, like I feel like they're gonna find a dumb way to make all of them like live, but like they didn't. Like it wasn't like, I know it's still exaggerated because it's a comic book movie, but like I thought like Harley was gonna do some crazy fucking shit, like flying in the air to save herself. What the fuck?
What?
Oh, okay. No, my thing just cut out. My camera, I couldn't see you guys, but it's because the other one had uploaded, so it was just letting me know. So it cut out this one for a second,
Okay.
and I got so shook for a second, but we're good. But no, he found fun ways to like keep them like, when Idris Elba's character too, Bloodsport, like he kept falling like through the things, like
Yeah.
through,
It was like one
floors.
floor at a time though, so it was like reasonably
Right.
He's not. Yeah.
Right. I'm like, okay, yeah, because like again, going to that Aquaman scene of where Black Manta fell,
Yeah.
it's like I'm like, I probably should have died, but okay, cool.
Yeah.
Or Black Widow with the car, like just constant. I'm like, they
my
should
God.
probably be dead, but sure.
Yeah.
And then the second point was what I wanted to make that I actually really laughed at was my guy Milton, because I had noticed the driver, the driver of the bus.
Yeah.
I had noticed that he went with them, and I was like, let me see where this goes. And like, so they're not mentioning him, like. I'm like, why didn't you stay back? Yeah, no one's talking to him. And then when he gets clapped, and like Harley or who brought it up? Polka Dot Man brought it up, right?
Man, yeah.
And then Harley and Bloodsport were like, who the fuck is Milton?
What, he came with us?
Yeah. It was just funny because I was just like, wow, there's probably some audience members that didn't even peep that like he was just rolling with them the whole time anyway. So I thought it was just a fun little gag. I really
when
enjoyed
she called Bloodsport Milton, that should have been weak.
he was like, he's like, whatever, okay.
Not my name. Yeah.
I think Harley had a lot of good puns too. Like there was some real funny moments, like where I forgot what happened, where she was like, "Oh, God gave me like a sign that I should have this," and then Bloodsport was like, "Jesus Christ!" She was like, "Or him too, any one of them."
Yeah.
And like I just thought like I was like that's good. Like that's just good screenwriting. It's just a great script that they have to work with.
I think everyone was written just
great,
perfectly.
Great.
I mean, like there wasn't anybody who had jokes where you're like, eh.
Yeah, like the ending that felt kind of flat, right? Like again, John Cena is like he was perfect for that role because Peacemaker is super corny, super like, hey, and Cena lately in the WWE has been like that. Like he's just
really?
Yeah, well, like not like obviously not that drastic, but he's always just been like the face of that company. So he's always been like that good boy, like he'll never like be, but this was a pristine
kind of guy,
right?
Yeah.
So he's still pristine here, but he's not. Like we know he's not.
Yeah. For sure.
But so now that we've pretty much talked about it, I want to know your guys's your rating, and two, where you would rank this amongst the DCEU.
I'll go first, I guess.
It's like, yeah, I've just started this through
At
about.
one, we got the Batman. No, I'm gonna put
It's not DCU. It's not DCU.
yeah, I don't know. BVS, I guess.
Now start from least to best.
Least.
Your
Okay.
least, yeah, of course, yeah.
Are we counting the Justice League?
What is that?
All right, I'm gonna count it because it's technically whatever. Justice League.
Okay, whatever that is.
Regular old Suicide Squad, the first one.
Let me add that to my list. I gotta watch that. Justice League.
Wonder Woman 84.
Okay.
What were
we had Shazam, Birds of Prey, Aquaman,
Birds of Prey,
Wonder Woman,
Shazam.
You got to start over, buddy.
Aquaman. Why?
I have no idea where you are right now.
I think I got it. Can I try and repeat yours?
Yeah, go.
Okay. So you started off with a fan-made film that I don't want to speak the name of. Then you said the original, the first Suicide Squad. They're calling it, the streets are calling it Studio Squad.
I like that. Studio Squad. I like that.
Wait, why? I don't get it.
Because it was tampered with.
Because the studio tampered with it. So Studio Squad.
Yeah.
That is kind of funny.
That's clever.
Studio Squad. Wonder Woman 1984.
Yeah.
And then you
hold on, Ma. Okay, hold on.
Hey.
I'm podcasting, Ma. I'm in a podcast.
Yo,
it's like that.
It's like that with his dad, but it's with his mom this time.
Don't shut up. So
Are the fucking cookies ready, Ma?
My fucking cookies.
Yeah, shout out Neil Jackson.
That's Junior.
Shout out Neil Jackson. Yo, Stargirl season 2 tomorrow.
I'm hyped for that.
I'm actually low key very hyped for that.
Yeah, I'm hyped. I'm gonna watch it.
And then Titans 3 episodes on Thursday.
Yeah. So are you gonna continue with
yes, Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
Shazam.
Yeah.
Aquaman.
Yeah.
And then you stopped.
Smart. Okay, so then I'm gonna put
Aquaman. God.
It was chill. Aquaman was not that bad.
Yeah, everyone's violating it now. I don't know.
Oh no.
Oh no. Wonder Woman.
Ooh.
And then now this is where it gets tough.
Yeah, it's been getting tough for me. That top 5 has really been tough for me.
Yeah, this is really getting tough now. I mean,
Brian's like peasants. It's not tough for me.
I'm gonna put I don't know if I like this movie more than Man of Steel.
Yo, I'm in the same boat. I'm in the same boat. Look at Brian.
No, I love Man of Steel. Don't get me wrong.
Hold on.
I mean,
Kayla, the Suicide Squad or Man of Steel?
Man of Steel.
Ooh, okay.
That's a keeper. That's a keeper.
I think the reason. Let me explain my reasoning.
Go ahead.
Because in terms of movies that I was just like what you take it for, you you go in and you're like, oh, okay,
you're like, I'm walking into a James Gunn Suicide.
It's Man of Steel. You know what I mean? Like in term, it's that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's so hard to compare them to in terms. For right now, I have to do it on terms of enjoyability, right? So
right.
I'm gonna go with.
That's what I'm doing. Right. And guys, we want you to know.
I'm gonna put the Suicide Squad at what is that?
Is it above Man of Steel? So that's your third.
No.
Oh, so it's 4.
It's at 4. I'll be honest though. I'll be honest. If I'm gonna keep rewatching it. I don't know if it'll overtake it, but it's maybe, I don't know. And then I'm gonna put. Wait, how am I at 4 now?
Because then you have Zack Snyder's Justice League, BVS, and Man of Steel.
So that's 3 left. So I'm on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say my third right now.
4th.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, sorry.
You even math, bro?
I can't.
I can't.
So,
I thought it would be
Man of Steel,
Zack Snyder's
and
Justice
then
League,
now
BVS.
now I'm kind of going back and forth.
Wait, what?
With Zack Snyder's Justice League and
BVS?
BVS.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
You know
I
what's
agree.
crazy?
Teetering.
You know what's
I'm
kinda
crazy to me?
teetering.
You know what's crazy to me? Like, it's a 4-hour movie, and I have such an urge to watch it.
I know, so do I.
'Cause I'm
I
just-
fight
I'm just
myself
like-
to watch it because I'm like I don't have enough time right now. If I
Right.
start watching, I'm like I'm not gonna want to stop. So
Right.
like I know myself,
Right.
so I have to like pick a day where I have nothing
Yeah,
to do.
dude, I was
At
gonna
least
put
in
it
the
on the other
morning or
day
in the
at like
afternoon
at
or
like
night.
10 o'clock at night, and I was like, no. I'm
Nah,
like,
I
no,
can't.
no.
It's not
I'm like,
smart.
no.
I'm not doing this to
I'm
myself.
like, tomorrow's my. I
Yeah.
was like, tomorrow's my last day of work. Tomorrow's my last day of work. There's no way I'm doing this right now. I'm like,
Yeah.
there's no way I'm
Oh,
doing
you got
this right
time now. Oh, you
I
got
know.
time. I'm gonna go Zach's. I'm gonna go Zack Snyder's Justice League, and I'm gonna go BVS at number 1
now. Tough.
because
Tough
BVS
list.
is still
Yeah.
just like wow.
And I wanted to make a mention that, guys, when we do these lists, right, it's in terms of enjoyment, right?
If I was
for
rating
us.
it as like a fucking film critic, you know,
Right.
my film critic, you know, like no,
Right.
I'm just rating it in terms of what
Exactly,
I like
because
to
there's no
watch.
way, and like Kayla just said, there's no way to compare the
Exactly,
Suicide
it's so
Squad
hard
to a movie like Man of Steel. They're
or
completely
BVS
different,
or whatever.
you know.
It's so hard, yeah.
Right.
like,
So it's
yeah.
just in terms of enjoyability. I did not say
Yeah.
that correctly, but
Enjoyability. Let me
Yeah.
go next.
all right, go ahead.
No,
All right.
No.
Justice League is not on my list at all. So
I
I'm gonna-
still have no clue what you guys are talking about, but sure.
I don't either. I heard of that today, so I can't really put
you
it on
haven't
my
watched
list.
this, so it's like hard for you to. You can't judge
Yeah. So the worst movie I'd have to say is Shazam. Shazam, Suicide Squad.
This one?
No,
This fucking
Studio Squad.
Studio Squad.
Wonder Woman 1984.
Dude, Shazam was worse than Wonder Woman 1984.
I don't know, bro. That's kind of blasphemous.
Wonder Woman 1984 was hot dick, dude.
ass.
That shit was hot dick. I
Yeah,
won't
you're
lie
right.
to you.
Nah, you're right.
That
Those
shit was
three-
like, yo,
those
I've been
three are
sitting
just,
out
like,
in the
on the
sun
same level.
all
Those
day.
three,
Like I've
they're
been
just-
sitting on the sun all day. and it's just been like,
Okay. So let's restart. What is it?
Those three are like on the same level.
like
you
tier,
can put them
right?
in
It's in that
any
tier.
order you want. I don't give a fuck about those three movies. If anything, if I had to pick one, it'll be Studio Squad.
to be
So
like,
I'm gonna go ahead and put. I really just didn't like Shazam though. But okay,
I gotta
it was.
rewatch it.
I'm gonna reorder it. I'm gonna reorder it because
Alright.
they really fucked up Suicide Squad.
They really did.
But I enjoyed it more than
Yeah.
I enjoyed Shazam when I first watched it.
Because of the
So
characters.
because of that,
Okay, yeah, you can.
thank you for making me realize this. Because of that,
Yeah.
Wonder Woman 1984 is fucking dead last.
Yeah,
And
100%.
then it's Suicide Squad, and then it's
Shazam.
Shazam.
Oh no. What? I thought you just said that you enjoyed Suicide Squad more than Shazam. Isn't that? So Shazam would then be your second worst, and then
Studio Squad.
Yeah,
Studio Squad.
yeah.
All right,
Okay.
Wonder Woman 1984. Shazam, Studio
Shazam.
Squad.
Studio Squad. Yeah.
And Studio
And
Squad.
now-
yeah, but they're very close together.
They're all in the same tier.
Yeah,
Same
and
tier.
then,
of hot
and then a
ass.
couple levels up is now Aquaman.
Mhm.
Oh, what's left? That's like kind of garbage.
I think it like. I mean, I guess for you, it probably takes off from there. Wonder Woman.
I
Man of
got
Steel.
it. So yeah, Wonder Woman's way up high above Aquaman. Like I got a lot of fillers in between there, and then Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman.
Wait.
Where's these Suicide Squad?
Oh yeah,
I thought you were kind of like G'ing us the entire time.
He's like number
Suicide
one.
Squad,
The
number
Suicide Squad.
one. I thought you said
number
GS.
one. Nah, so
Number
Wonder,
4.
dude, I don't know. Wonder Woman, I feel like was So Wonder Woman, the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a first. Actually, no, it's not a first. Wonder Woman, the Suicide Squad, Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, Zack Snyder's Justice League. And the reason why it's not a first that something has beaten Wonder Woman is because of Zack Snyder's Justice League. That's another one that beat Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Because when Wonder Woman came out,
it was
BVS
like
was already
top
out.
3.
And Man of
top
Steel was
3.
already out.
Yeah.
So like
Okay.
Zack Snyder's Justice League was the
one.
first one to beat Wonder Woman, and now the Suicide Squad.
That's what
So
I'm
the
saying.
Suicide Squad is top
5
for me.
Top
4.
5 DC for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So to me, in my eyes, the DCEU right now. Oh, you didn't rank Birds of Prey.
Oh yeah, that's what you forgot.
That's what I was missing. We had 9.
You could put that above Aquaman.
Oh, okay, cool.
So that's
it's like his 6th. Yeah, 6th.
Yeah, so that's like in between Wonder Woman and Aquaman.
Aquaman, yeah. So yeah, okay, so that's 6. Got it.
Copy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So for me, there's technically speaking, right? Technically, DK 11 DCEU films, but that to me is false. There's 10. Actually 10.
There's only 10.
There's only 10.
We're all in agreement.
So
here. Everyone listening to agrees.
Right. Like I was just saying on Brian's list, Wonder Woman 1984, hot garbage. Never want to see that thing again. It's there. And then this is where it gets tricky for me because I also did enjoy this the Studio Squad, Brim, but I also haven't given Shazam a second watch, and I feel like I'll enjoy it a bit more on my second watch because I know what I'm getting myself into in the second watch. So, and like we were just talking about with the Suicide Squad, that's what happened, right? I went into this, I'm like, it's a rated R James Gunn film with characters that people don't really care about. I know what I'm getting myself into, and it exceeded my expectations. So maybe if I set those same expectations, hi Kayla. Hi, Kayla. Maybe if I set those same expectations for when I'm rewatching Shazam,
right?
I'll get the outcome of like, okay, I like the story more for what it is, because overall I didn't think the story was horrible. I didn't think the story was horrible.
Time is very precious. Oh. Just watch Interstellar again.
According to Ariel, yes.
Bro, what I've always said about the same thing, like it's what you expect. Like I didn't expect anything more really than Shazam.
Groundbreaking.
I went into it expecting it to be more based for the younger audience,
right?
You know, and I expected it to be like
because he's a kid. Because he's a
kid. That's what he is. I don't expect him to act like a like Superman.
Say less. We're watching Shazam tonight. All right.
I'm sorry for you guys.
Nah, she dubbed it. She's never watched it actually.
Good for her. Wow, I wonder what that must be like.
Good for her. So for right now, I'm gonna put the Studio Squad and Shazam tied. Just because I want to give that second watch of Shazam, and I probably will do that this week because I need to give it a fair second rewatch. I've only seen it the one time. So I'll give it that fair second rewatch before I judge it. And you never know, it could even I could watch it and be like, yo, it's ranked a little bit higher.
Or lower.
Right. I could be like, wow, this is worse than Wonder Woman 1984.
I don't know how you can come away with that.
Very doubt it.
Yeah.
So we got those 3. We got Birds of Prey coming in. I did enjoy it.
That's 7,
I think,
right?
yeah, I think at this point there wasn't a film that I didn't really like enjoy from the DCEU. I definitely thought it was a fun watch. Again, from the trailers, like I kind of knew what I was getting from that film. Like, so I was just like, great, went in, had a good time, didn't complain about it. Again, nothing groundbreaking, nothing that I was like, yo, that movie's insane. And then Aquaman. I'm putting Aquaman. Aquaman's my 5th. That can't be possible.
No, it's not your 5th. That's your 6th.
My 6th, right? Okay, I'm going right.
You're from 11.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, no, because I'm not judging.
The other one. Okay.
Oh, that's your 5th.
Oh, so this is your 5th.
How's that in my top 5 now? That makes no sense.
Bottom 5.
That's in my bottom 5. Oh, it's my bottom half. Okay, cool. So yeah, Aquaman is in my bottom half. So it is a 6. Marc was right.
So I gotta watch Aquaman again, and I guess Birds of Prey, because that's a little. I don't know. I gotta see.
Yeah, for me, the visuals still hold up really well.
For
And
Aquaman, right?
yeah,
Oh
and
my God, beautiful.
the story is solid enough
Yeah,
to compel me. And like the fight scenes were great. Like I thought the last and something
And
like something I got from Brian actually is last fight scenes. Like if last fight scenes don't end up like meeting my expectations, then I think
that's what
that's
I
what brought me down with
remembered.
Shazam. Like I actually really enjoyed the last fight scene with Orm. Like
It was
Yep.
Aquaman and Orm.
satisfying. It was like he really like
earned that shit.
earned it, and like he bought like he appeared. He showed
Yeah,
his chest, and he
Yeah.
was better than him, and
yeah.
that's it. Like, it was just dope. Like all the movements that he made. Like I don't know. It might be better than Birds of Prey on my ranking. I gotta watch both of them
Yeah.
again.
So then next up is Wonder Woman. I do love the film, I really do. It's just that I have to put the Suicide Squad above this because I did really enjoy the Suicide
Yeah.
Squad. I thought, and again, Mark, I was with you, man. I was like, I don't know, like it might be above Man of Steel, but man, the reason I don't put it in front of Man of Steel is because Man of Steel made me change the way I see Superman, and it made me enjoy the character
Right.
of Superman. So it just holds so much like I can go back right
Impact.
now
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
watch Flight and be like, wow, this is one of the greatest comic book scenes ever made.
Yeah.
Like his first flight and the Jor-El dialogue, and it's just like, wow, like just
Yeah.
wow.
I mean,
Wow.
Bro,
yeah,
it's gonna be
again,
really hard for
it's hard
another
for
director to come out with a movie that's better than Man of Steel in this universe for me.
in this
You know what I
universe for
mean?
sure.
The only movies that are better than Man of Steel is the man who made Man of Steel. So
Right.
like
Because
I
then
can't see any.
afterwards,
Yeah,
for me, it comes Zack Snyder's Justice League. But I don't know. I'm teetering on one more rewatch. It could overpass
I think it's going to, bro.
BVS.
I
I've
think it's
watched
going.
it 3 times now, and it's like, I'm like, damn, like it's getting
Guys,
a little closer every time. It feels like.
join back in.
Dude.
Join back in. I'm gonna end it because our Zoom meeting is
Oh.
at end. Broke boys. Cool. Back. Where was I? Oh, I finished mine. Dope. But yeah, guys, like you were saying, like I think one more like just and you know what it is too. All the history behind the Snyder Cut just makes it that much more satisfying that it turned out the way that like we all had expected it to. Like we were just like, wow.
Yeah,
like,
but I think like
as a movie as a whole, like it is just
I try not to let that kind of stuff kind of seek into my range. Because if I was going off that, it would already be number one.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But we did say it's about enjoyability.
Yeah.
So like we're like okay, if that's the case, then I can't be a hypocrite. I will put it above BVS.
Because I mean, that's not how I wanted to view it, because I try not to let that go in, because I was like, but obviously I enjoyed the shit out of the movie, but like I actually enjoy it more than BVS.
It was just such a complete movie.
Yeah.
It was great. It was also great because we kept on thinking about Justice League and being like, yo,
this is how we see the Justice League. This is how we see the Justice League.
Just think about the Flash moment, bro. Yo, it's gonna be your number one. I'm telling you,
dude. I rewatched that on like a monthly. Like I just type in the Flash Snyder Cut, and that's the first thing that pops up. Like 4K.
That's me with the Batman trailer, but it's like every week.
No, the Batman trailer is probably every week too. Yeah. But I just think Zach did such an incredible job, and again I'll applaud Gunn, because we are talking about his film right now. Like they did such a good job just integrating these characters and just having these dope moments with these characters and just making it feel like we are watching a comic book. Like it's great. I said I was talking to Karan, shout out the Nice Cast, when I was talking to him about the film, because he really enjoyed it. He really loved it.
Yeah.
I had told him I can see what James Gunn was saying when he talks about comic book movies and them kind of getting a little boring. Like I can see what he means by that. It was refreshing in a sense. I was just like, I like, and this is what I feel about Doom Patrol. When I tell people like, yo, Doom Patrol is probably in my top 3. This is why, because it's just so new, but the story, the dialogue, the storytelling is still so good. Like, because again, you could do wacky rated R, and that shit could be fucking ass, because you don't feel for the characters, you feel for every character in the Doom Patrol. You feel for all of them, because you're just like, holy shit, like you've been through some shit. And like you're just trying to like put the pieces back together, but you can't. Realistically, you can't. And it's the same thing with these Suicide Squad members. It's like they can try to put all this thing back together, and that's what I love about Bloodsport's character. It's like he pushes his daughter aside so much because he knows that he's
he has nothing to offer her.
Exactly. Like he's
that's
not doing it.
That's what he feels like anyway.
He feels he's doing the right. He feels he loves her so much that he doesn't want her bring her down into this bullshit. But by him pushing her away, he brings her to the bullshit because she wants to just get his attention.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's just the way James Gunn had written these characters for us to like really feel them, like, and even an asshole like Peacemaker, like you feel for him, and you're kind of like, you know what, I want to kind of see what Peacemaker's all about now, like the show, right? Because and James Gunn did say this is going to be the most action-packed series of a comic book series of all time. Those were his words, of all time, most action-packed. So
I mean, I would expect that from a character like him.
Right, like he's gonna go in and fuck shit up, right? But I also think, and if what we just got from his character is anything like what we're gonna get in episodic, weekly things, then he's gonna be written really well as well, like his character and his character development, how he got to who he is,
right?
And that excites me. And again, I've been a John Cena fan, from the wrestling days. So like anything he's sort of in and does, like I support him with reason, of course. Like if obviously he says or does some dumb shit, it's like, okay, dude, what the fuck are you doing? But he hasn't really been that sort of a problematic guy in the industry. Like everyone that's worked with him, has just said he's nothing but a blessing to work with. So that's awesome to see.
I'm excited for the Peacemaker, but I have my one reservation is I don't know how it would work if somebody else is writing and directing. Like they need to understand and kind of not make it the same as James Gunn, but like
this is James Gunn though. He's doing the show.
Oh, he's doing the show.
What do you mean? Yeah.
I didn't know if it was. I don't know if he was doing.
He's directing and writing it.
I'm just excited to finally get to see the Peacemaker because they kept teasing him all movie, and
what do you mean?
They kept teasing him the entire movie, and
oh, this guy!
Oh my god!
You just couldn't see him.
Wow, I had to add that in there. But should we cap off a wonderful review with some not so wonderful?
But we got to give our ratings though, don't we?
Oh, that's right. Excuse me, Mark. Go ahead.
I always forget. Out of 10.
This is out of 10. Yes.
Out of 10. Okay.
Movies are numbers.
The more I talked about it,
always like that. The more you like it.
Yeah. Because I feel like we didn't really have any sort of. We had our gripes here and there.
We had some gripes, yeah, but
like Junior, it was better than Wonder Woman for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark, you too?
Yeah. I think you said it too.
No.
Sure you did.
So you have you have Zack Snyder's Justice League, BVS, Man of Steel, Wonder Woman, The Suicide Squad.
Yeah, that's what I said, right?
Okay, cool.
I don't know. I guess I'll go.
We said a lot. We said a lot.
Yeah, we did say a lot, but I'm pretty sure he put it over Wonder Woman. I could be wrong.
Okay, cool. We did know.
Well, my ranking's flexible, as you guys can tell.
Right.
It fucking depends.
Yeah,
there's a lot of consistency in it if we go back to every time I've ranked movies, but
right. Mark, I just wanted to make one point before we start giving our ratings. It's like I know we and especially on Twitter, I see this a lot, right? A lot of discourse about the DCEU. If you really think about it though, like they haven't really put out like horrible shit that like people like are like, oh, the DCU is like falling apart. Like it, like I obviously I know what you're gonna say, but I'm saying like in terms of it being a failed sort of universe, like it's not really a failed universe.
Because Shazam did good.
It's kind of like the awkward, the awkward like little brother kind of thing. I feel like with the DCU right now,
right?
Like MCU can mean quote unquote, the cool older brother. Like they're kind of like the awkward kind of, whatever.
Yeah, because we had Man of Steel, BVS, and the first Suicide Squad movie, which were all not critically received well, but financially they did great. They did fine. Wonder Woman received critically well and did great. And then obviously the whole Justice League fiasco. that was so-called
Terrible.
rumored that you guys are referring to, because I still don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And then after
it's a fiasco.
and then after that whole nonsense happened, we had Aquaman come out, which was financially and critically well received. Even though Joker isn't a part of the DCEU, critically and exceptionally well financially.
It did way better than anybody thought it was going to be.
Right. Shazam, which also critically, financially did well.
Yep.
Birds of Prey, although financially didn't do too well, did well critically. Wonder Woman 1984, not well critically, well financially, with HBO Max.
Yep.
And now the two movies that came out this year, Zack Snyder's Justice League and The Suicide Squad, they were both hits for HBO Max and both hits with the critics and fans alike. So, it's I get it though, but there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that really restrict the DCEU and just not having a clear
even with
forward
every
direction.
W, it's an L. There's an L with it because that's what it feels like from almost all of the movies. Like if you look at it, like except for movies like Wonder Woman or Aquaman, it felt like every movie has kind of come with an L. Like even if it was a W, you got a W, but you're also taking an L. Like this one, they got a W, great critics, great critic review, great audience review, and the crowd. But financially, it's doing terrible.
Yeah.
And Zack Snyder's Justice League, I mean, huge
it's
W.
A dub that it came out and it was a good movie, but it sucks that it's a kind of an L that it had to be that way.
Yeah, an L that it had. One, had to be like that. Two, you couldn't see how much money actually it could have gotten if he had gotten maybe two movies to split it up in.
Well, even though Warner Bros. Didn't release the official streaming numbers or anything like that, right? We had a couple of things here, but those are from smart TVs. This is from that. At the Warner Media upfront thing, they said that it was a massive Max original hit. So that's great to hear. But it's just it's like it's not going anywhere else from here.
Right. It's
at least for the meantime. It's like we had this great thing. I see what you mean.
Yeah, it sucks. But I mean, I think the one that's not going to have an L. We all know what that is. We all know, right?
It's like DC in the film industry right now is like those awkward kids in high school that are just weird.
Yeah.
That people make
sometimes they say sometimes
shout out to y'all. Shout out to the weird kids.
That's me.
But they're the ones that glow up and just are the cool kids after.
Because
after college and shit.
I feel like some of these films have such a rewatchability, like that people still enjoy them. You know what I mean? I see there's all the DC is broken up into different fandoms, like the Snyder fandom. You have the Harley Quinn fandom, right? That's into the BOP, stuff that's going on, and now obviously Walter Hamada,
the little kids.
Right, the Shazam stuff. There's a lot of Shazam fans out there that loved it. So that's great. But I'm just glad that we're able to see a universe that has all this for sort of everyone. And I wish the people running it appreciated that more and really just let creators do what they needed to do. Right.
Yeah, I think they learned their lesson finally with Zach. It just sucks that the relationship there is irreparable.
Yeah.
It just sucks, but whatever.
But also,
it's gonna be so different when the Batman comes out.
I think that's just universally going to be everyone's just going to be this is going to be the movie.
Yeah, I would be shocked if that doesn't do $1 billion.
Dude, I to me again, I'm saying, and I'll give James Gunn credit here as well, because when he was talking about this Suicide Squad, he said it's the most fun he's ever had. Was with the Suicide Squad. Obviously no shade thrown at Guardians or Marvel, but the fact that they gave him the free range to do what he wanted with these characters, and he took his time with it. You know what I mean? And the way Matt Reeves talked about the Batman at Fandom, I'm just there's no way that, because this guy is just working on his craft, and what guys that work on their craft can do, whether it be anything, you know what I mean? You just know that a guy like Michael Jordan or a guy like Kobe Bryant or a guy like LeBron James just wasn't going to have a horrible season, a bad season. These dudes are just going to fucking ball no matter what, because that's what they do. That's their craft. Same thing with Matt Reeves. His craft right now is the Batman. So he's just yo, I'm going to fuck this shit up. This script, I'm just going to fuck it up. And like you saw it on the trailer, like how much like the delicacy from the trailer already. You're just like, you could just tell that he's like, what do Batman fans want? Okay, cool. This is what I'm gonna give it to them. That's it.
And
That's
also
Imagine
though,
it's just
I think it was
ass.
taking things like that we haven't seen, like, and being like, obviously he's gonna give us what we want, but there's also an element of like, I'm also gonna give you guys something maybe you're
what
not
you didn't
expecting.
expecting.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like
Exactly.
when people heard that Riddler might have been the villain, I feel like there were a lot of reservations, like, oh, Riddler,
Like really, like he's a little
but
this. Yeah.
then you see Riddler and you're like,
oh shit.
like,
And you see the actor who's gonna play him.
Paul
Like,
Dano. Oh my god! As soon
shit.
as I saw Paul Dano was cast,
Yeah,
I was
thank
like,
you.
I'm
Thank
good.
you.
I'm
as
good.
soon as I saw
We
the
got it.
cast, as soon as I saw the full cast, I'm like,
Oh my god!
no, not even. As soon as I saw Rob Pattinson, I was like, okay, here we go. I'm like, perfect. But I mean, and we were talking earlier about all these new DC shows that are about to come out too. So it's like, in a sense, yeah, like in a sense, like, yeah, it has its fault, but like DC still puts out content that people tune into because it's just like these characters are just like, you want to see more of them. Just so y'all know too, Brian, I don't know if you're caught up to Titans or not. But just I'm not gonna say anything spoilers.
I don't think you started it.
No, I'm not gonna say anything spoilers, but for the reviews that I've been seeing so far for season 3, it looks like the HBO Max production budget has helped tremendously. People are like, yo,
did I watch this show?
But again, we never had a problem with the I never really had problems until the finale. So
right.
I'm not even gonna count it.
I'll tell you this: character development and story wise, it's good. You like just get ready to get disappointed during the finales because you're just like, why hype me up for this? Yeah. Why hype me up for this and then just disappoint me? Yeah. Because that's what it felt like. It just felt like all you did throughout the season felt like for nothing. Yeah. But in terms of like actual content, like it's good content. Like you'll enjoy yourself. You'll have a good time, at least in my opinion. Like I like seeing these characters, like the Teen Titans, like for the first time. Like the suits are great, fight scenes are awesome, acting is pretty solid for the most part. So it's just like you'll enjoy yourself, but then you'll just get disappointed at the end and be like, well, fuck me, I could have wrote a better finale. So, but again, like that's why I have brought up because season 3. But Mark, what I'm saying is a little bit more money probably also equals a little bit more money for the screenwriters, and screenwriters start getting a little harder at work. Like, oh shit, like let's write a little something better. But yes, speaking of which,
I hope you're right.
1 out of 10. I have not seen anything worse. This was stupid and unwatchable. Low IQ dialogues, low IQ storyline, unnecessarily violent and bloody, and just plain dumb. I kept counting down to when it will end, only 10 minutes into the film. So why didn't you just turn it off?
It's so he could write a review about it.
Exactly. Right. 1 out of 10. Awful. What a waste of time and money. You probably watched it on HBO Max. Who are you kidding?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Trying way too hard to be funny and failed so badly. Just utter trash. Also, all the people saying this is the best superhero movie ever ever made it best. Ew, what is this writing? Just utter trash. Also, all the people saying this is the best superhero movie ever made it best DC film. That's what he wrote. Did you even watch the same movie I did? That was a hobbled together. Okay. And the last one, 1 out of 10. No, just no. I don't know which movie everyone else watched on here, but come on, absolutely crap. No more DC movies, please. Just stop. Full stop, period. Clearly a MCU show. But
now we know where Ariel was.
Yeah, that's him.
Sorry, folks. We are neither MCU shills or DCEU, Zach shills. If we enjoy something, we enjoy it. If we don't enjoy it, we don't enjoy it. This for us, I would say, and now, to top it off, let's give our actual number, our graded number.
I'm gonna go with a 8.5.
I'll go last, and you can go.
Okay, cool. I'll give it. So actually, I've been keeping track of mine on IMDb just for this occasion, just so I know like where I'm fitting these things in.
Wow.
Because like so sometimes I'll be like, oh yeah, this was a 8, but then I gave like Wonder Woman like a 9.5, and I'm just like, but I enjoyed this more than Wonder Woman, so maybe I should give this a 9.6. And I just don't want to do that, you know. So let me get to my
Smart.
little ratings. I have a list. DCEU, yeah, right here, baby. Sort by your rating, yes. So I have Zack Snyder's Justice League and BVS at 9s, and I have Wonder Woman and Man of Steel rated at an 8. So that means I'll probably also give this the same rating at an 8. But obviously now at the 8, it varies. So it goes Wonder Woman, The Suicide Squad, Man of Steel in the 8 rating.
Mm.
A 9.
Ooh, damn. That's up there. That's really
Give
up
it a
there.
9.
Happy for you.
Yeah, but like BBS and Zack Snyder's Justice League and Man of Steel, I'd probably put those all at like 9.5.
5s, right.
10s, like hitting it perfect.
So yeah, I mean, you know, for at least in our opinion, 2021 for DC films, because these are the only 2 DC films, both W's in terms of enjoyability.
Still L's, but got some W's.
Right. To Mark's point earlier, but yeah, I mean, and like we also mentioned, the next one up, March 4th, hopefully, fingers crossed, 2022 is the Batman. But again, we do have some more content coming up, guys. Besides, I know you two haven't been watching Superman and Lois, but I highly recommend it to you guys whenever you do have the time.
They're gonna put it on Netflix, right? When the season's over.
They might put it on HBO Max. Yeah, they might put it on HBO
Flash
Max.
is still there, and Arrow, it's on Netflix still.
Yeah, but
certain
certain deals they only made with those shows for that's why I'm saying Superman and Lois is different, bro. Like they literally, because they put it on when they took their fall break, they put it on HBO Max for people to catch up, to then catch it back on the CW when it starts airing again. So I think their licensing deal, like they don't have a licensing deal with Netflix for that one. They'll just put it season 1. They'll do what they're doing with Stargirl, because Stargirl doesn't have a licensing deal with Netflix. It just goes to HBO Max. So they want to change it up and do that, since they have that subscription now.
Makes sense.
But I do recommend it.
Wait, is Stargirl gonna come out on CW still?
Yes. So
can I watch it on HBO Max?
Not until the full season is out, but you can catch it on the CW just with the ads, like on a weekly basis, and they'll be on there, so you can like keep tuning in. But once the whole season is done, then they'll throw it up on HBO Max. I know season 1 of Stargirl is currently there, so they'll do the same thing with season 2. But so we got that Tuesday. We got the last 2 episodes of Superman and Lois. Again, there's 15 episodes, so it's you know, I think that's a good sort of frame for a season. You know, season shouldn't be 23 episodes long. Like that to me is just ridiculous.
Yeah. So once it's an anime, there's just no reason.
Right, and it's 20-minute episodes. Right, exactly. So I do recommend it to you guys. I do think the both of you will enjoy it. There's a lot, and I know, Mark, this is probably one of your things to not watch it, but there are a lot of Man of Steel elements, but the people that have worked on it have said that it was influenced by Man of Steel. So it's not like they just did it there and we're just like, hey, look, we did it first. Like, no, like they credited Man of Steel for a lot of the inspiration that we get here in Superman and Lois, because there's a lot of things that tie into it and a lot of grounded moments for Superman there. And Superman as a father, so it's like it's nice to see him. It's a different take because we never really see him as a dad, so it kind of is a refreshing take.
It's not like what I meant by when I said like, oh, because they're making it kind of like Man of Steel. I just felt like it was like, you can do that. That's fine. And you can, the writers can say, oh yeah, we love Man of Steel. It's great. It was inspiration for us. But like, it just feels like, okay, so Warner Brothers knew that this system, this style worked, but
they won't credit Zack for it.
They won't admit that they were fucking wrong.
Yeah.
He just can't admit it. And it's just
and,
like,
and
that,
I don't want you to fault. I don't want you to
like,
fault the show for that, though. I don't want you to
yeah,
fault the show.
I shouldn't. And it's
Right.
not. That's not like the only reason why I'm. That's not like the main reason why I'm just not watching. Honestly, I have so many shows, like mostly anime.
No, I believe you. Yeah, of course.
And,
but
like,
if you two do get a chance, I know Brian.
I'm
You're
gonna
big on
watch it.
Superman. Yeah,
I watched a few
It's
episodes.
a very good
already.
show. It's a very good
looks
show.
good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But and then we got Stargirl, and then we got first 3 episodes of Titans, and then that will release on
And
HBO Max. And in What If, exactly. So we have a lot of content. Guys, let us know if you want us to do. We'll probably do a Stargirl Titans season premiere and season finale, and we'll kind of see where that takes us. Maybe people want more of it for the
if you guys want more, or you guys want us to react to shit, let us know. We're gonna try to fit everything in.
Yeah.
What's the next movie?
Shang-Chi September 3rd. It looks like it's still on track, but the last Venom trailer that dropped, because Venom is September 24th. The last show that dropped didn't show its release date, so we don't know if they're gonna try and see how this new variant is going with COVID and stuff like that. But hopefully, I hope it doesn't get serious. Obviously for health reasons and just business reasons, for the world to not like shut down again and for people to die, obviously. And then also on the entertainment side of things, for just films not to get pushed back like they did, because but I do think a lot of companies nowadays just know, and that's why a lot of these new streamers like HBO Max, they're gonna put certain movies just to stream, like they're gonna do that for Blue Beetle, they're gonna do that for the Batgirl movies and things like that, because they know that this is the new wave. People like to tune in to just stay at home and watch a movie, so why not?
Yeah.
And same thing with obviously Marvel with all their shows that they got coming out as well. So
yeah,
but hopefully we could be back in the theater again to watch all of these movies, so we could continue reviewing them. But yeah, for right now, for the month of August, we got some shows.
But for this year, it's just Shang-Chi and Eternals.
Shang-Chi, Eternals, Spider-Man, and Venom. Those are the 4 comic book movies left for this year.
Oh, okay.
So 2 in September, 1 in November, which is Eternals, and then No Way Home in December. And then we have all these shows now in August. We have Doom Patrol, which just got its first trailer today in September. And I think we got Young Justice coming out late this year or early next year.
Let's go. That's gonna be fun, bro.
That is gonna be fun. I want to do things. I want to talk about that. Fuck it. If we have time and we could talk about whatever, let's just fucking talk about whatever. Because I definitely want to get talking about especially depending how the first 3 episodes of Titans goes. I want to talk about Titans because they're doing a couple cool storylines there that I want to follow, and hopefully it has a better payoff than the first 2 seasons. And then I can't wait to do the Attack on Titan stuff. I think that's coming this week, actually. Definitely this week, because I'm unemployed, so I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
Now this is your job.
The Attack on Titan.
Yeah. The Attack on Titan stuff I could start doing.
I can't wait to see your reactions, bro. I really can. I want to be there for a few of them.
I'll probably drop one this weekend. I'll probably drop one on, I'll say Sunday. I'll put a date on it, Sunday. Because I think when I get back home on Wednesday, I'll do it and then see however long it takes me to edit. Because I don't know if Ariel I don't know when Ariel's going to the Bahamas. Like, I feel like he's going there for like
he's gone.
A month. Is he?
He's left. He just left. I think like yesterday or today or something.
Okay. But so I'll get cracking on that, and hopefully Eunice could join us for the next one. Maybe we could do a Stargirl Titans one, and the 4 of us can link up for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all. Anything else for today? Any news y'all want to share? Any shows that y'all are watching or games that y'all are streaming that you want to share to the general audience to put them on?
This Warzone.
I'm gonna attempt to play Apex.
Yeah.
Apex,
Okay. I was actually thinking about streaming Apex because I've been playing that over the weekend. It was pretty fun.
Dope. Yeah, I played that with my cousins actually. Isn't it sort of like is that the one that's similar to Fortnite?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it's a battle royale, but it's not like Fortnite where you build right. But like you go around get guns and shit.
That's why I enjoyed it more than Fortnite. It was just like I bet like
I
We
can
just
shoot
cop
people,
this shit. Yeah.
Get shield, and that's exactly pretty much what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and just to let y'all know, I have been continuing. I'm on issue 6 of The Long Halloween. So I'm almost halfway there because I told you I was gonna read the comic after we watched the movies. So it is solid. It is a solid read. I see a lot of the inspiration that the movie was taken from, but there are some differences. There are not like I wouldn't want to say a lot, but like there's just certain things that the comic is doing that like I feel fits a little better than what the animated version did.
Yeah, they probably did that because they don't want the people who read the comic to be like, oh, I know everything.
But fuck it. I mean, just put it out there. Like, why not?
I get it. I also get the urge to like follow it, but I also get the urge for a person to be like, you know what, let's take a little risk. I respect it.
The same. Exactly. It's someone else's creative take on someone else's creative take.
Fault them for that.
But so I'll recommend y'all to read that as well. And I'll let y'all know. Hopefully, by the next time we pod, I'll be done with it or not. And I have to ship out the thing to the giveaway winner. I finally did it. I'm so happy we did it. So shout out to them. And yeah, guys, just remember Ariel is buying Venom because there's definitely some Flash trailer that's gonna drop at Fandom. So
really?
Ariel. Yeah, 100%. They're filming it. Like, there's no shot they're gonna do Fandom in October, and they don't drop at least like a minute, like a 30-second snippet. Right. Even if it's just a test review, like a costume test review.
I wonder when we're getting another Batman trailer.
Honestly,
I don't need one, but
I'll take one.
Yo, imagine do you think they could top that trailer? It's impossible, right? Like that trailer is just so good. There's no way they can top it.
I don't know.
I don't need another one. I don't need another one. Reeves. Thank you. If you want to give us one, thank you. But I don't need it. But thank you. But yeah. So on that note, make sure to check us out on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, wherever you can find us on at Chillin' with Villains. And make sure to come through and chill. We'll see y'all next week.
There you go.